Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and a Star Wars gaming news roundup. Today I've got some quick news regarding the Battlefront March update, a TaunTaun Easter egg, and then some information on a Star Wars Episode 7 game that never came into existence, so let's get straight into it. First off, TaunTauns. If you play the new Twilight on Hoth map, but the smaller version, you can actually find a poor TaunTaun who has frozen into an ice block at the back of the map. This TaunTaun is available in the Heroes vs Villains version of the map, and at first I thought it was available in all of the smaller versions of the map, so I joined a Blast game and was surprised to see that this map is actually available during daytime, which I had no idea about. I mean, it's called Twilight for a reason. I'm curious if we'll eventually get playable TaunTauns in the game or not. I mean, they obviously have a model to start with. But to be completely honest, I don't really see any reason to add TaunTauns as of right now. They wouldn't quite fit with the map designs or gameplay in general. Moving on, we got some news regarding the March update coming from our community manager Sledgehammer. As you probably know, we will be getting additional free maps in March, but we'll also be getting the first DLC called Outer Rim. And it seems like the free content will actually drop before the DLC, and since they have a habit of releasing all updates on Tuesdays, I'm guessing that we'll see at least a week between the two drops. And that hopefully means that it's only a matter of maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now until we get another free map, and then the actual DLC will probably be released at the end of the month. Lastly, I've got some interesting news about a cancelled Episode 7 game. Or well, cancelled isn't really the right word because it wasn't actually in full development. The former LucasArts creative director spoke out about some of the games he had been planning and pitching. You can actually see an image here with a bunch of games that was being investigated but never actually got developed. And just to clarify, most of these games only had like a small description of what they were supposed to be, with some ideas of how they could work gameplay wise, but they didn't actually start developing these particular games. The Force Unleashed 1 and 2 was apparently 2 of the games that sort of took some of the ideas of these games and actually implemented a game of it. The particular game that he mentioned in his latest interview is Episode 7 Shadows of the Sith. And this was actually a game that was supposed to revolve around Ben Skywalker, Luke Skywalker's son that has been in multiple novels, but he isn't in any canon material. The funny part is that apparently his enemy would be a son of Solo, which sort of ended up being true with The Force Awakens and Kylo Ren. In this game, Ben was supposed to kind of jump between the dark and the light side and show off some new force powers that hasn't been seen before, and this idea was later on used in The Force Unleashed instead. Personally, I'm glad that The Force Unleashed was released instead of this game, because even if The Force Unleashed isn't canon, it still sort of fits in with the timeline, whereas if we had a game with Ben Skywalker and then The Force Awakens, that would split the timeline completely and make Shadows of the Sith redundant. I will leave a link to the full article in the description below if you want to read it yourself. Well, that brings this video to an end. If you're looking to pick up some cheap games for the weekend, make sure to check out G2A's weekly sale with some very good deals. You can use the code BFUPD for a discount. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.